Okay, guys, this is my second try at this. This is our second day of reading 365 fairy tales, rhymes, and other stories. This is the book. Today we're going to read about a frog prince. A frog prince? Like ribbit with a crown? What the heck? Okay, so maybe I should point this more towards the book. See? Do you see here's the little princess lady girl. Okay, so once upon a time there lived a princess who shined with such beauty that even the sun looked dim next to her. What? She's shinier than the sun? She doesn't look that shiny. Maybe you have to see her in person. Let's see. When the weather was hot, the princess would walk through the forest and sit in the shade by a stream. She took a golden ball out to play with and sat by the water, throwing it into the air and catching it. But one day, her hand slipped and the golden ball fell into the water with a splash. The princess sat there and cried, "Wah!" louder and louder until it sounded as if her heart would break. "Wah!" After a while, a warty frog, Ribbit, popped his head above the water. "Ribbit, why are you crying, Ribbit?" "Because I've dropped my golden ball into the water and I cannot get it back," sobbed the princess. "Ribbit, what will you give me if I fetch your ball, Ribbit, Ribbit?" "I will give you jewels and gold and pearls. If you bring back my golden ball, I will give you anything you want," sniffed the princess while she was crying. But the frog explained that he was not interested in treasures. Instead, he wanted the princess to love him. "Aw, if you will love me, Ribbit, and care for me, Ribbit, and be my friend, Ribbit, Ribbit, boing, boing, and play with me, let me eat from your plate and sleep on your pillow. Then I will fetch you back your ball," said the frog. "Yes, I promise that. I will do all of those things," said the princess. But really, she didn't mean what she said. Oh, she lied to the froggy? Lying's not very nice, is it? I wonder what's gonna happen. He is just a revolting frog, she thought. He will give back my ball and then I won't do any of those things. The frog brought back the princess's ball. She took it from him and then she ran back to the palace. And that evening, as the royal family sat down to eat, there was a knock at the door. "Oh, who's there?" The princess went to see who was there, and she was horrified to find the frog, who spoke these words. "Ribbit, let me in. Oh, princess sweet, don't forget your vow. Ribbit, Ribbit, let me be your own dear love. To your heart I bow." Oh, what a nice little sad froggy. He just wants someone to love him, huh? Let's see. I see them sitting at the table. What are they eating? Are they eating meatballs? No. Are they eating an elephant head? No. Are they eating turkey and vegetables? Yes, yes, yes. Okay, let's see. But the princess slammed the door in the froggy's face and ran back to the table. "Who was that?" asked her father. "Oh, just a slimy frog," replied the princess. "He would only fetch my ball back for me if I promised to love him." "How ridiculous! Do you think that I should have to love a warty old frog?" "Well," said the king, who was a fair man, "you must let him in and keep your promise." And so Much to the princess's dismay, the frog was invited in. The king commanded his daughter to keep her promise, and although she found the frog quite disgusting, she had no choice but to obey her father. The princess allowed the frog to eat from her plate and sleep on her pillow and even played games with him. That was nice. But she could not bring herself to care for him or love him. The frog reminded her of the promise she made to him, saying these words. Look at, isn't he cute? He said, "Ribbit, love me true, oh princess sweet, don't forget your vow. Let me be your own dear love, you must kiss me now. Ribbit." Do you think frogs give grandma kisses? Do you think they go all over the princess's face? You think the princess would like that? Or do you think they go But still the princess refused to kiss him. And the frog followed the princess everywhere she went until she became quite angry with him. "Go away, you horrible beast," she cried. But the frog stayed by her side night and day. And then one day, when the princess was in a particularly bad mood, she picked up the frog and she threw him across the room, and he hit the wall and he landed on the floor with a bump. He laid there, dazed, and he had such a sad expression on his face that the princess felt sorry for what she had done. She rushed over to where he lay, picked him up, and kissed him with true compassion. She did princess grandma kisses all over the froggy face. Suddenly, there was a flash of light. Ding! And an astonished princess watched as the frog transformed into a handsome prince. Oh, wow, that's magic. "My dear princess," said the prince, falling to his knees, "please be my wife." The princess knew for sure that she loved the prince, and she finally could fulfill her promise. The prince and the princess were married in a spectacular ceremony, and the bride shined more brightly than the sun, and they lived happily ever after. Wow, he sure was nice to her. I mean, she lied to him, and then she threw him against the wall, and she wouldn't even care about him. That wasn't very nice. And he wanted to marry her anyway. That was a nice prince, wasn't it? Okay, guys, I love you.